It's the NBA on 2K Sports as we get set to bring you all the action.
Ready, gentlemen? Ready?
This is Kevin Harlan with Clark Kellogg and Greg Anthony. David Aldridge is on our sideline. It's East versus West here in Milwaukee. The Bucks hope to put on a show for this home crowd. And now the opening lineup for Phoenix. Booker and Warren on the perimeter. A.Williams out there with Len. And it's Payton in at the point. Now here's Bledsoe. They set the screen. Williams again. Antetokounmpo. Here's Henson. Back to Antetokounmpo. And so he earns a trip to the line. Official saw the contact and he'll shoot two. It's on Elfrid Payton. Milwaukee shooting their first free throws of the game.
Yeah, pretty good numbers on the season when you look at their free throw attempts, right around 78%.
And guys, that's really an upgrade over how they shot last season. Not a huge upgrade, but an upgrade nonetheless.
And here are the Suns now. It's a three-point game. The drive by Booker. Foul call that time on the way up. That'll give him two chances at the free throw line here. And it should be a high-paced game tonight as both of these teams, Clark, thrive in the open floor. So with that being said, what makes these teams so good on the break?
Well, you're right, Kevin. They do thrive in the open court. Excellent transition teams because they push the ball and they really have a conscious effort to run the floor at every opportunity. That's what makes fast break teams hard to beat, is because they're running all the time. And that doesn't give your defense a lot of time to set up.
Here's Len. And the dunk by Len.
And nobody, guys, among the defenders stepping up to challenge him on that drive to the 10.
And Greg, he says, thank you very much, and sails in for the flush.
And those are the kind of sequences that tell you why the score is what it is.
And now, here comes Antetokounmpo leading the break. Over Williams. Pass to Snell. Bucks passing it around. Bledsoe for three. One up, one down. 2 points with his first shot this game.
And, guys, this is what you like to see early on, gaining a little confidence from range.
Yeah, and you know it, Greg. Oftentimes you get that first one to drop and your confidence rises like yeast. It's good to get into a rhythm at the start of the game, no doubt.
Bucks have gone 2 of 5 here, making 40% so far to start out the game. Outside, Antetokounmpo. Just 5 to shoot. Off the screen. And the slam dunk by Antetokounmpo.
And did you see the screen that was set for him? I mean, that was how he got to the hoop.
It was the classic screenplay. It won't show up in the box score, but that screen deserves an assist.
Absolutely, Kevin. I mean, that took the defender right out of the play.
That one drops for him.
Yeah, good awareness there. He sees an opening and doesn't hesitate.
Boy, it's a thing of beauty watching him attack the defense like that. I mean, they wanted no part of him on that layup.
And the one-hand slam just looks so pretty when it's in his hand and he's the one doing the slam.
Agreed. He is smooth as silk, even on a power finish.
Part of what makes him unique, guys, that combination of power and polish.
Payton kicks to Warren. Feeds it to Len. Shoots over Henson. And no good. Trying to use the glass. Middleton dishes to Bledsoe. Henson a screen on Payton. Bledsoe kicks to Henson. Left side, Antetokounmpo. Too long in the paint, and he's hit with a 3-second violation. Milwaukee shooting their third free throw shot of the game. And he shows the focus there, nails the technical.
Certainly, Kevin, the strength of this Milwaukee team, one of the strengths anyway, is the length they have. I mean, have reach at all positions, but especially up front. They just need some time to develop, but a strong base is there.
Here's what Phoenix has got going on right now. Tyson Chandler, he's checked in for Len. Chris comes in for Williams. And Tyler Hughes subbed in for E.Payton. And they double up on Antetokounmpo. To the inside. Stolen by Warren. And Chandler throws it down.
And that's how to make an impact with defense. Once the steal is made, you know they're going to be scattered.
Antetokounmpo kicks to Henson. And Chandler sends it back. Booker in the corner. There's the feed to Chandler. Stolen by Henson. Bledsoe for three. So at the end of one quarter up. Well, it's been a tight one so far as we get the second quarter going back here. Bucks trail by 3. On the court right now, second quarter starting for the Suns. Chris and Chandler are up front. Then there's Warren. Then it's Ulis. And it's Daniels in the 2 spot.
And, it's obvious he's a talented scorer. I mean, that's a given. A guy you can depend on to get it done in a lot of ways.
Stolen by Bledsoe. And now, here comes Antetokounmpo leading the break. Let's look at the energy stats, how the hustle game has been going for the Bucks.
Well, I think the defensive aggressiveness on display here has caught him off guard, playing airtight defense and coming up with the steals.
And also, they're jumping on a lot of turnovers, making sure they turn them into points at the other end.
Chris gets the bucket.
Man, this thing is just going back and forth tonight.
Yeah, it's been a seesaw battle. Right now, I mean, as soon as one team grabs the lead, the other grabs it right back.
Those defenders just look a little bit gassed. I mean, they're getting pushed around on that low block.
Chandler with the screen on Bledsoe. There's Ulis. And it's sent back by Bledsoe. 5 to shoot. Stolen by Middleton. Here's Chandler. Shoots over Henson. And 2 free throws coming up. Unable to get that one to go with all the content. Clark, a lot of former players had a specific instance when they knew they were special, the way they played the game of basketball. Did you ever have a moment like that where you realized that you could make it as a player?
Yeah, there was a time when that became more realistic to me, Kevin. And I grew up in Cleveland, and during the summers, a lot of the Cleveland Cavaliers would stay in the area and play pickup basketball to stay in shape. And I got a chance to bump heads with a lot of those guys, Jim Jones and the late Terry Furlow, Austin Carr, Bingo Smith, Mike Mitchell. And I was only 15, 16 years old. And while those guys were going at half speed, it gave me the encouragement that I might be able to get to where they were if I continued to work hard and stay healthy. So at 15 or 16, during one of those summers, I began to realize that I might have a chance to realize the dream of being an NBA.
And the slam dunk by Antetokounmpo.
And they got to bring the double team on it. And up and down this Suns roster, there is a ton of youth. One of the younger teams in our league last season, and that was weighted with Tyson Chandler's age. A lot of young players looking to make their mark here in the NBA.
Basket good. Ulis has got his first basket.
Really, really good at recognizing the gaps and getting the ball to the rim.
Brogdon kicks to Antetokounmpo. And it's a defensive 3-second violation. And last season, the Suns broke their franchise record for the youngest starting five the team has ever put on the court on multiple occasions.
Yeah, and with those young lineups, you could see the benefits, but also the concerns. I mean, they got a lot of extended looks at young players, and this team figures to have a bright future. But let's face it, there were some inconsistent stretches because of that youth. It's always difficult for a young group to learn how to become efficient and effective in the half court.
Got to be happy with the result, moving the ball so well on that possession. Beautiful.
Just under three. Look at that jam.
Come on now, bring the thunder, rock that rim.
And this sort of awesome dunk is one of the reasons this team is in charge of this game.
Well, there's a swagger out there. You can see it on the court that they possess and are not afraid to show it either.
Boy, and I used to love going up and jamming it down like that, guys.
And how about that? What a sensational finish.
Yeah, you got to be able to get some hang time to do that one.
Yeah, to glide in and reverse it home like that, so sweet.
There's a minute left in the first half. And the jam by Tyler Zeller.
Great job getting to the right spot on the court. Beautiful passing all the way around.
Chris passed to Jackson. Back to Chris. Chandler again. Zeller. It's deflected. And they get it back. Clock at 2. Ulis. And they force the shot clock violation. Great D. And some changes here for the Bucks. Parker comes in for Thon Maker. And it's Terrian for Brandon Jennings. Booker outside. And he's fouled pretty hard on that shot, but he's got the chance to pick up the points at the line.
And really the defense fouling there to prevent the layup, but that's exactly what you need to do.
It is. I mean, no reason to back off and give him the layup. I mean, much better off making him go to the line.
Henson's checked in for the Bucks. K.Middleton comes in for Antetokounmpo. Here's Parker. Henson with the screen. Off with the layup.
The defense did not.
Giannis Antetokounmpo, he's feeling it tonight and has been the driving force for the Milwaukee Bucks. Going on an absolute rampage, piling in the points. He dictated the pace of the... Bucks leading by 3. Giannis and Parker, the explosive forward pair. Terry is up there with Malcolm Brogdon, and it's Henson in at the 5. That's the group for Milwaukee right now. The Bucks shooting their 6th and 7th free throw attempts tonight. The title of best dunker is one that seems to change, Clark, from year to year in the NBA. Who's on your short list for that honor right now?
Well, there are a lot of ways you can look at that, Kevin. The best dunker, is it the most sweet-looking dunker? Is it the most forceful dunker? Is it the dunker that can do it in a game or in a contest? There are a lot of different branches on this dunk tree. But for me, looks, creativity, elevation, Zach LaVine comes to the top of the list. The big guys, I kind of eliminate a little bit. So I go with Zach LaVine in the dunk meter.
Oh, he blocked it and deflects off the backboard. All going up court.
They're getting theirs before the defense can set up.
Perfect execution. That's how you take advantage of a transition opportunity.
E.Payton outside. Here's Williams. Doesn't go for him. The Bucks go the other way with it.
That's 1 for their first 4 to start the second half.
Back to Antetokounmpo. Stolen by Warren. Third quarter of basketball, about a minute and a half in. E.Payton. He kicks to Len. Here's Booker. And Henson sends it back. And they'll keep possession. All going up court. Here's Antetokounmpo. And a big story for the Bucks team is that they are slated to play their last season here at the BMO Harris Bradley Center. And then starting in 2018, they'll be playing next door at what should be a beautiful complex.
Yeah, and it was part of the plan to keep the Bucks happy and playing here in Milwaukee. Goal is to have the venue act as a new centerpiece for the downtown district, and it seems like a fantastic place to build a state-of-the-art NBA arena.
Jackson, he's checked in for T.J.Warren. Timeout called, the Bucks.
Yeah, just hitting the reset button, a chance to kind of talk some things over.
Yeah, recalibration time with the timeout call there.
Well, you know what this Suns team wants to do when they go up against you? They are looking to get out in the open floor and get easy baskets off transition. One of the best teams in the league when it comes to capitalizing on the break.
Both free throws good from Antetokounmpo. Suns trail by 9. Booker outside. And he banks in the layup. Booker's got 9. And in general, this Suns team looks to push the tempo, Greg, and play at a very high pace whenever they can.
You know, if you look over the history of the franchise, they've always been at their best when they've played that style. And the Suns and that running gun mentality just seem to go hand in hand. And I think also it happens to work well with the athletes that are presently on this roster.
J.Henson checked in for Antetokounmpo. And the Bucks defense, not one of the strongest in the NBA, but they did a great job of creating turnovers. They didn't get a stop every time, but boy, they would often create offense with their defense.
Yeah, exactly. When you're not a strong half-court defensive team, being able to force turnovers and score off those can really be effective. And most teams are hard to guard in transition, and this Bucks team was exceptional in transition.
He can't get it to go. Excellent D there from Williams. And the dunk by Len.
How about the feel and the awareness he had there, finding his teammate behind the defense on the break.
We've got 1:48 left to play in the third. They grab their own miss. And the whistle blows. It's going to be on A.Williams. That'll be his second foul of the game. And the Bucks making a change here. Middleton's checked in. Out of bounds, Phoenix takes possession. And Antetokounmpo's checked in for the Bucks. There's 1:38 left in the third quarter of the game. And there's the foul. It's on T.Snell. That'll be his second foul of the game. Booker left side. And the Suns tack on 2 more.
They should continue to get the ball inside. The defense struggling to contain them.
And when you make 5 in a row in close like that, it also takes pressure off your perimeter guys, too.
And it's out of bounds. The Bucks able to retain possession here.
Man, you love the effort. Just getting the hand in there and knocking it out.
Really came close to the pilfer, but they'll take that effort. Mucking things up is sometimes just as good as a steal.
Here's Parker. They get it back. Henson dishes to Parker. Over Jackson. Parker with another miss.
That's one he knows he should have drained.
And the dunk by Len.
And guys, right now, the defense mentally not there. Can't afford too many of those in a close game like this.
Yeah, Jay, you're right. Almost a free run for him there.
Momentum can swing on plays like that, Kevin, especially when the finish has that much thunder on it.
For Milwaukee, they have gone 7 of 9 from the free throw line tonight. Both free throws good from Antetokounmpo.
And if they continue, Kevin, their outstanding free throw shooting, that'll help them seal the deal.
Yeah, they've not missed a single foul shot this half, and that's taking care of business, fellas.
Williams kicks to Payton. Pass to Len. Shot clock at 5. The Suns need to get a shot off. The second effort. He takes it up and lays it in. Len's got 6 in the quarter.
Really nice job to convert the putback opportunity there. I mean, he stayed with that play from start to finish. That's something we say about him a lot.
And so it's Devin Booker making highlight.
And I wrote my way out.
We've got a great game on our hands as we welcome you back. The fourth quarter of action getting started.
Before the Metro calls, it was tokens. I did the 10 speed. Never had all the rhyme in my life.
Now a timeout called by Milwaukee.
The loudest and craziest fans get a free t-shirt. Let's hear it, fans.
And we've got an update here, so let's check in with David Aldridge reporting from the sideline.
Well, during that last timeout, Kevin, I got a chance to hear what the head coach of the Bucks said to his team. Yes, they're behind right now, but he's still upbeat. He said, guys, we can get back in this game. Stay together out there. All-out effort can win this game. Fellas?
On the court now for the Suns, getting going here in the fourth. Booker and Warren on the perimeter. Alex Len out there with A.Williams. And it's Payton in the 1 spot. Warren the pass to Williams. To the paint. Trying to find Len. Gets it to him.
And that's how you want to use your fouls, not allowing him to get to the rim.
Yeah, I agree. That's a good play. I mean, you stopped a sure thing slam dunk with that foul. And I think you send a bit of a message, too, about your physicality and force in the basket area.
Outside, Antetokounmpo. Lets it go with the 3. That falls. Great assist by Brandon Jennings. And now that's 35 points for Giannis Antetokounmpo. On the wing, Booker. Clock at 6. A rebound by the Bucks.
Not sure what the D was doing there. Clearly a breakdown. You can ill afford to give a guy like him that good a look. And he has the chops for this, raising the intensity when it matters most.
Yeah, he's really calm in these situations. Simply takes his time in tight spots. You got to be patient, and he is playing to his strengths.
Here's Antetokounmpo, and that one good. Antetokounmpo's got 39.
A good score inside, and the defense really offering very little resistance.
Well, they don't have anybody to blame but themselves. Got to prevent them from getting good looks this late in the ball game. You got to come up with stops.
Henson checked in for Milwaukee. Terry comes in for Brandon Jennings. Down low. Middleton dishes to Antetokounmpo. He's off from 17 feet.
and they haven't been able to turn it into a big lead, but their rebounding advantage is starting to add up.
Yeah, still close, but with their tough play on the boards, we're certainly seeing the effort.
Fast break, Milwaukee. Bucks passing it around. He feeds it to Henson. And slam dunk by Henson.
Oh, and he went for the two-hander on the slam using some muscle.
Some urgency from him there, sure.
I get the feeling, guys, that he may be sensing that this is a critical time in this game.
Tony Snell's checked in for Jason Terry. Payton kicks to Booker. Down to 5 on the shot clock. And they get it. Good on the jump shot. Booker's got it all tied up now for the Suns.
And guys on defense gasping for air at this point.
Well, I tell you what, Greg, what can they do? I mean, nobody can miss a shot. I mean, these guys are bringing it on offense right now.
And it goes out of bounds. Last touch by Antetokounmpo. The Bucks making a switch here. Bledsoe's checked in. For Phoenix, they've gone 2 for 5 on field goal attempts in the fourth quarter. Phoenix calls timeout. You have to like what we're seeing from Antetokounmpo.
I think that's a critical timeout too, Kevin. I mean, they need to find a way to slow him down, shut him down, because he's tearing them apart right now.
And really, whether you're up or down, it's a game of adjustments.
Always. And having a good coach is critically important. I mean, you need somebody you can count on to make the right adjustment.
A different look from Milwaukee. Zeller, who's checked in for Henson. And Brogdon subbed in for Tony Snell. So for the Suns, timeout called the Bucks. Phoenix making some changes. Williams, he's checked in for Chris. Warren comes in for Jackson. And it's Booker in for Troy Daniels. And we're about 3.5 minutes into the fourth quarter. Kicks it out to Booker. Looks good, is good. That's his 7th basket in 12 tries.
Yeah, that's careless defense, though. I mean, he's one player you can ill afford to let run free. He just loves to be a money player in the fourth quarter.
Yeah, I agree with you, Greg. I mean, he plays with no fear, and he certainly knows how to put the ball in the basket.
That one just took the air right out of the crowd.
There is no noise in the stands right now. Oh, just solid on the one-handed slam.
And guys, when it's a tight ball game like this, he's the guy they want with the ball.
Somebody you can count on. He is an extremely reliable finisher.
Good!
And this atmosphere is bananas.
Electric in here. I mean, that was a tremendous shot. This crowd all over it, turned up.
Warren kicks tonight. Chandler down low. He's against Zeller. Back to Booker. Nails it!
Unbelievable basket. I mean, giving up a lot of height there, but he was not to be denied.
Not when the game's hanging in the balance. That makes it a little different. He was going to get to the rim no matter who was standing in the way on that.
And that basket is going to count.
And taking a technical there is the last thing you want to do. The opposite of smart basketball. Ice in the veins right there. They're one stop away from winning this thing.
And they commit an intentional foul. We'll see another one of those so they can get into the penalty.
Honestly, just doing what they have to in order to get the basketball back.
That's a good foul, though. I like that. I mean, clock management crucial at this time of the game.
So the first one drops, and that makes it a 3-point lead. And he hits both free throws here. So now it's a 4-point ball game.
And that makes it a 2-possession game now. Those could turn out to be vital free throws.
Here's Antetokounmpo. Off the mark and a bad shot there. It's Knight with the drive. So it's the Suns taking the W in a close one. They seem to relish their role as the bad guy here tonight.
You know, Kevin, I sense that as well. I mean, they really did feed off all of that negative energy this crowd was directing at them. I mean, they turned it around and used it as motivation to close out a significant win.